What are the different cuts of pork chops? If you have ever wondered about the different cuts of pork chops, you are in for a treat. Understanding these cuts can help you choose the best one for your home cooking, especially when using a slow cooker. Let's break down the various types of pork chops and how they can fit into your cooking plans. First up is the rib chop, which comes from the rib section of the loin. This cut usually includes a rib bone, making it tender and flavorful. The bone helps keep the moisture in during cooking. Rib chops are great for quick methods like pan-searing or grilling. However, they can also work in a slow cooker if you cook them gently to keep them juicy. Next, we have the loin chop. This cut is taken from the center of the loin and often has a T-shaped bone, similar to a small T-bone steak. Loin chops contain both loin and tenderloin muscles, giving you a nice balance of tenderness and flavor. You can find them either bone-in or boneless. Boneless loin chops are easier to cook evenly and are perfect for sautéing or pan-frying. Bone-in loin chops offer more flavor but need careful cooking to avoid toughness. Then there is the sirloin chop, which is cut from the rear end of the loin. These chops have more texture and flavor but can be less tender than rib or loin chops. Sirloin chops are great for roasting, braising, or slow cooking, where the meat can become tender over time. The blade chop, also known as the shoulder chop, comes from the shoulder end of the loin. This cut has more connective tissue and fat, making it less tender but very flavorful. It benefits from moist cooking methods like braising or slow cooking, which help break down the connective tissue and render the fat, resulting in juicy meat. Boneless pork chops are another option. These are typically cut from the loin and have the bone removed. They cook quickly and evenly, making them ideal for pan-searing or grilling. However, they can dry out more easily than bone-in chops, so techniques like brining or marinating are recommended to keep them juicy. Lastly, we have the double thick pork chop. These are thicker cuts, often bone-in, that requiring longer cooking times or finishing in the oven after searing. Their thickness makes them suitable for roasting or slow cooking, allowing the meat to cook through evenly without drying out. When it comes to cooking techniques, the cut of pork chop you choose can influence the best method to use. Tender cuts like rib and loin chops are suited for dry heat methods such as pan-searing or grilling. To prevent drying, consider brining or marinating them. On the other hand, less tender cuts like blade or sirloin chops are better for moist heat methods such as braising or slow cooking, which help tenderize the meat. In slow cooker recipes, cuts with more connective tissue and fat, such as blade or sirloin chops, are preferred. The slow, moist heat tenderizes the meat and infuses flavor. Thinner or leaner chops can dry out in a slow cooker unless protected by sauces or brining. Knowing the different cuts of pork chops helps you select the right one for your cooking method. Whether you are using a slow cooker or other kitchen equipment, understanding these cuts ensures flavorful and tender results. So, next time you are at the store, you will feel more confident in choosing the perfect pork chop for your meal.